I think I need to wipe the, yeah, where are you using it? Welcome to the live stream. Oh my god, late night streamers. Here we are. Yeah, this is, I don't want to say maybe unexpected or whatever, but here we are. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. My good name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for being here. Pretty little baby, yeah, yeah. Pretty little baby, I'm so in love with you. Pretty little baby, yeah, yeah. Guys, when you join the live stream, like the live stream and subscribe. My good name is Wamboy. I was born and raised in Kenya. Okay, let me see. Today I'm going to sing some Jamaican farewell. Down the way when the nights are gay and the sunshine daily on the mountain top, I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop, but I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town. Sounds of laughter everywhere, and the dancing girls sing to and fro. I must declare my heart is there, though I've been from Maine to Mexico, but I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town. Down at the market you can hear ladies cry out along their heads they bear. Aki rice, so fish are nice, and the rum is good any time of year. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a girl in Kingston Town. Pitman Gusen, all the way from South Africa. How are you doing, guys? Welcome to the live stream. My good name is Wamboy. Let me know where you're watching me from. We are just on Hangout vibe. Today is on Sunday. Let me know how is your Sunday going. So far so good. Here in Kenya is 11:43 p.m. and I just started streaming. So let me know how you're doing. How is your Sunday? What are you doing for the Sunday? Yes. So we're gonna I'm going to keep singing this song, Jamaican Farewell. I really like it. Sounds of laughter everywhere, and the dancing girls swing to and from. I must declare my heart is there, though I've been from Maine to Mexico, but I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town. Petman Gusen is Is it? That is 10:43. 10:43. Oh my God. You guys, South Africa is 1 hour behind of Kenya. Okay. Let me see. Let me know your favorite song. Also keep telling me where you're watching me from. Thank you so much guys for showing up. Wow. Argentina versus which team is this? Argentina versus Switzerland. 3-1. Norway versus England. 1-2. Okay, I was just catching up on that. Okay. Welcome to the live stream. South Africa. Let me know where you're watching me from. Guys, welcome to the live stream. My good name is Wamboy. Let me know one of your favorite songs and let's see if I know the song. If I know the song, I might sing it. So we're just doing a little hangout with Wamboy. I was thinking about like having you guys as guests today, but still that is still underway. Okay, I'm going to sing another song. It's called Cats in the Cradle. Wow. Keep liking the live stream, guys. Keep liking. Let me know where you're watching me from. Comment with your country's flag. South Africa. I think Gusen is already saying he's from South Africa. Personally, I am Kenyan. Also, let me know where you're watching me from. Okay, let's go. Cat in the Cradle. I don't know if I got the rhythm or I don't. My child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was working for I knew it, and and as he grew, he said, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, Dad, I don't know when. We'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad. Come on, let's pray. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today. I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay. And the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, Dad, I don't know when. We'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. Well, he came from college just the other day. So much like a man, I just had to say, son, I'm proud of you. Can you sit for a while? He shook his head and he said with a smile, what I'd really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them, please? And the cat in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, son, I don't know when. We'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. I've long since retired and my son's moved away. I called him up just the other day. I said, I'd like to see you if you don't mind. He said, I'd love to, Dad, if I could find time. You see, my new job's a hustle and the kids got a food. But it's been sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's been sure nice talking to you. And as I hang up the phone, it occurred to me, he'd grown up just like me. My boy was just like me. And the cats and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, son, I don't know when. We'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. Yeah! CJ, how are you doing? Hey, one boy. Hey, you. How are you doing? How is your Sunday going? Today I've decided to like stream late at night. I just started streaming, I think, how many minutes? 5 minutes ago. Yeah. How is your Sunday, guys? How are you doing, CJ? Keep letting me know how you guys are watching me. Honestly, to be really honest, I don't have questions and I don't, so we're just gonna do whatever. I'm great. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. How is your Sunday going? Okay, let me see if there's any young song that I know. Okay, let's see. Let's try this. Wow. Okay, that's good. Uh, okay. CJ says, I just realized your name is unciated funny in the US. It would be Wamboye or Wambo. You know what? when I first told my partner, my Black American partner, that my name is Wamboy, he was like, Wambui, 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 Wambua. Okay. So, you know what? I kind of want to hear you guys pronounce my name. Today I was going to stream using an app where I can have you guys as the guest. Or like I can just share the link on the chat and you can click and I can see you guys on the screen. Because honestly, that would be something that I would be interested in doing, hearing you guys pronounce my name. Okay, one boy. Okay. Movie you can quote by heart. Let's go. Okay, but honestly, today, guys, I don't have questions. We're just gonna be hanging out. That's weird, isn't it? It's not, because even here in Kenya, there are people who are not from my tribe. You'll hear somebody saying, Wambui, 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 and it's Wambui. Oh, you would love to. I'm even thinking about ending this live stream and starting streaming on that. But honestly, I am not experienced. The reason why I was gonna do it yesterday, I spent the whole night trying uh to learn that. But then I feel like I might start streaming and then I fail because I don't know how to control it. I've never used it. Yeah, maybe I might do that tomorrow and then I'll send the link on the chat and then you can just click on the link and join in. That would be a nice one. Pineapple Express. Ooh. Okay. You can quote the whole thing or what? Movie you can quote by heart. Okay. Wow. Okay. You know what? At least one person wants to come on screen when I finally do. I think I'll do that tomorrow. I don't know at what time, but I'll definitely do that, like a test run or something. I think that would be really dope, and then I can just be having you guys as guests there. No, it's not like I'll be having like the big creators. No, I just want to connect with you guys, one on one. CJ, you ever heard of that movie? It's so funny. Seth Rogen, a funny comedian. No. Is it on Netflix? Let me check it out. I like when you guys recommend things, I like to check out. Let me see. Let me check it out. I hope it's on Netflix or something. Da-da-da. Ooh. Daddy KVC, hey, how is Australia? Good to see you. What's the time? I think it's maybe 2 a.m. How are you doing, CJ? It was on Netflix. Not sure if it's still on there now. Yeah. Okay. Also, it depends. Something that I realized. See Big Bang Theory here in Kenya. We can still see Big Bang Theory. Okay. Well, in the US, Netflix is mostly removed. So I realized most of the shows, they are still here. Okay, let me check. Pineapple Express. Okay, let's find out. Okay, guys, make sure you're liking the live stream. Okay, you know what? Or don't like. Yeah. And it was okay. Pineapple Express. What are you guys watching? Honestly, I'm in that phase where like I'm not enjoying anything. To be really honest, like I'm trying to look for something to watch. The last show I watched was Fool Me Once. It's like a horror or whatever thriller. Yeah, it's an American classic. Okay, let me find out. What is this thing? What are you guys watching right now? Because to be really right now, I'm in that season where like I'm not watching any television. I'm just scrolling. This thing is not cooperating. Pineapple Express. The spelling. Pineapple. It might not be on Kenyan Netflix. How much do you guys pay for Netflix in other countries like Australia, US? Looking for Pineapple Express, we don't have that, but you might like. Oh, they don't have that, but you might like. Interview. Okay, let me see. Game Over Man, Bad Trip, Paul, Jackass. Okay, so they don't have that. CJ says you never suggest any classic African movies. I'm trying to get out onto new things as well. You know what? Most probably because I never watch any really. And see the ones that maybe I might suggest they're in other languages. So yeah. Netflix is only like $9 for me. Okay. 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 And see how much you pay here? Like I think I pay only like $2. Or maybe it's like one. No. Okay, like $2. Yeah. Honestly, today I don't know what we are doing here. But we're just hanging out. We're just, you know what? I kind of wish like I had started streaming using that app where I can have you guys on the screen. I don't know. Okay, African. Okay, maybe this show is South African, but they have translated it to English. It's called The Polygamist. Everybody have been watching. Honestly, like I just don't. I just didn't like the fact that it was acted in another language and then translated. So I didn't watch it, but maybe you might want to check it out. It's South African. The Polygamist. Kendrick Bourne. Hi. Hi, Kendrick. How is Barbados? Barbados all the way. Okay, guys, when you join in the live stream, like the live stream. Honestly, I just decided to start streaming. Right here in Kenya right now, it's late, but I don't sleep early anyway, so I decided to come out here and hang out. Barbados is beautiful like you. Okay. How is your Sunday going? How do you, what do you do on Sundays? What do you guys do on Sundays, really? Okay, guys, like the live stream. Okay, you know, if I catch myself saying that, like the live stream, honestly, I don't know why you have to tell people to like the live stream. Maybe because they won't like if you don't tell them. I don't know. But thank you guys for liking. Yeah, tomorrow I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm going to stream using liked and sub. Isaac Sambaya. Where are you watching me from, Isaac? Good to see you. I drink a lot of water today. Okay. What's the time in Barbados? Some people like to be commanded. I'm like that at time. You know, okay? Thank you. Hit the like button, okay? But you know what? I also think like I don't know why it's because I'm also the same way. There are so many people that I enjoy their content, but I never subscribe. Not because like I don't want them to grow, it's just because it doesn't hit me, or like you just want to feel like you would. But see, like sometimes I am like, or somebody feel like they're doing me a favor. Okay, yes, you are. But 5 p.m. Oh wow, 5 p.m. I didn't know Barbados is in North America until you showed up. Okay, hit the like button. Okay. I think you know what, when people like YouTube, put the live stream in front of many other people. Okay, you guys are not ready for when I learn how to stream on the on Streamlab, where I can have you guys on the screen. I can even play videos that are interesting to me during the week. You're not ready. You're not ready. The live stream will be fine. But I think most of you who are here, you're not here because of what of the content. You're here because of me, because you like me or whatever. You like what I'm saying, what I'm doing. Oh, maybe you don't like either. You just want to watch me. I don't know. Come to Barbados. Okay, what's good in Barbados? What do you guys grow? Like, do you guys do farming? Barbados. Mark. How are you doing, Mark? Good to see you. How is your weekend going? Oh, and I know. Okay. Oh, I was gonna say England won, but I remembered you said that like you don't enjoy football. Okay. You guys can ask me questions. Also, movie you can quote by heart. Which movie can I? Nice beaches. Oh, there's nice beaches in Kenya. We also have very nice beaches here in Kenya. No, it's pointless. Okay, it's pointless. But you football. It's for okay for me. I don't get why men are so excited about football, like excessively. But I can respect it. Movie quotes that there are many. Give me one that means something to you. Really. Yeah, oh, we have a lot of beaches here in Kenya. We have Diani, we have yeah, we have, you can come to Kenya. There are a lot of places where you can visit. Yeah, you guys should visit Kenya and maybe make me your tour guide or whatever. Yes, yes. Okay, but honestly, I usually see, is Barbados near Costa Rica? Football or watching paint dry? Ooh, interesting. Football or watching paint dry? I think I would watch football. For me, I think it's kind of like interesting, but I don't get the whole hype. You know. It's near Costa Rica. Okay. Okay, let me do some research about Barbados. I think. Okay, not in a bad way, but I want to know, like, is it a place for, and I know somebody else told me that I need to stop thinking about race when I think about places, but to be really honest, you have to like kind of like research that before you think about traveling somewhere. So I'm going to research, does Barbados have a lot of black people? Black Barbadians or Afro-Barbadians are Barbadians of entirely of predominantly African descent. 92.4%. Wow, I want to go there. Barbados. What language do you guys speak? Is black. Barbados population is black and 3% multiracial based on estimates in 2010. Wow. Portuguese and the Spanish arrived in Barbados following 1492, yet they did not establish colonies. Wow, 92.4% black. Okay. Okay, not to say that I can't go some place else, but yeah. Oh, okay. English. You guys speak English. You don't speak any Spanish or stuff like that. Okay, I'm now looking. Does Barbados have black people? Oh, interesting. I don't know why it means something to me, but Oh wow. So you only speak English with does it have an accent? Oh, okay, I don't know why I'm asking, but wow. It looks like African women. Like this one looks like an African. Even the colors looks like Ghana. Wow, I'll do more research. Also, I think I'll look for. Can you suggest maybe somebody who is Barbadian and is a celebrity that I can welcome to heaven, that I can check out and see maybe how you guys speak and stuff like that. Wow, Barbados. Yeah, I think there's a lot of places that we have no idea about. Barbados is heaven. Why? Barbados is heaven. Honestly, like these places, I would like to go there just so that I can experience the culture. How is it like? What do you guys do? So many opportunities. Like what? Wow. Heaven is everywhere. Yeah. I think okay. Okay, because you're saying the heaven is everywhere. How about the heaven that we are supposed to go to? Uh after life here. Okay, does that mean that there's no heaven after this? Okay. Honestly, I feel like maybe home is wherever you decide to make home. But I don't know about heaven. I don't know if heaven is down here or heaven is up there. You're not going anywhere. Okay. Do you believe in life after death? I don't know why this conversation always shows up on a Sunday, but you know what? Okay, let me try that. I think we've spoken about that. So you're saying we're not going anywhere. I don't know. Every other Sunday when I stream, we end up talking about, is there life after death? Okay, I'm going to write the question. What are your thoughts about life after death? I don't believe. I either know or I don't know. Or I don't. Okay. Aren't you afraid? What if you don't believe and then it turns out to be this life after death? Okay. Honestly, like at this point, to be really honest, this video, I don't know if I can show it without getting it copied. Let me see if the video let me see if I can show you guys the video. I don't like playing these videos. We move into the body and move out. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Okay, say more about that. Like how do move into the body and then out of the body? Okay, I'm trying to look for that video, guys. Oh, heaven is right here. So there's no heaven. Yeah, this is not working. Let me try. What should I do? Instagram. Life after death, I doubt that our concern is a concern of ours. We'll be busy running on a new program, okay? So you know what? Because I feel like it's recently a concern because we miss out on things right now because we are like, okay, you really want to get to that heaven, so it's like you really don't want to mess things up. You don't want to mess things around here. So I don't know if it's not a things to concern ourselves about. Okay, let me let me look at that video. Okay, here it is. Let me see if this.
Pro-life?
Okay. Sorry, I'm such a pessimist. Okay. You don't have to apologize. Okay.
That's just what it means, yes. God created life.
Didn't God kill everybody on Earth except for Noah and some farm animals on an ark?
Okay, let it start
I'm
again.
sorry.
What?
Didn't God kill everybody on Earth? See the sign here, it says God is pro-life. What does that mean?
God is pro-life? That's just what it means, yes. God created life.
Didn't God kill everybody on Earth except for Noah and some farm animals on an ark?
I'm sorry.
Didn't God kill everybody on Earth? I see the sign here, it says God
Okay.
is pro-life. What does that mean?
God is pro-life? That's just what it means, yes.
I don't know why, but that's really funny to me. I was just here laughing the whole time. These guys out there, they are protesting and all of that. And then this guy says, didn't God kill? Okay, let me listen again.
God created life.
Didn't God kill everybody on Earth?
Didn't God kill everybody on earth except for Noah and some farm animals on an ark? Okay.
Except for Noah.
How do you say? What do you say to that? And then another thing, God. Okay, and this is not my stand. This is just a video that we are just watching here, so you guys don't get upset because I realize honestly these days you can barely say anything without upsetting people. Really, okay. This person said God killed his only son, making him pro-choice. Okay, this is a whole topic or whatever, but it's like you can sit here and say, okay, there is heaven or there is not heaven. I don't know if you can, but maybe your faith needs to be strong so that you can be able to say that. But unfortunately, most of us, when we are asked, like that guy, okay, he just went silent. He just started thinking, you know. I don't know. We are going nowhere. Okay. To be really honest, okay, let me speak. To be really honest, I am Christian, but honestly, I don't think that we go anywhere. To be really honest, I feel like yes, I just feel like when we die or like at the end of our life, that's it. I feel like when you get married, that's it. But I want to be a believer. Okay, I want to believe or I want to be a believer. In any case, if there is anywhere that we go, I want to go. But honestly, I just don't think that we go anywhere. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think we go anywhere. Mark says work. Work. I feel like I might be a turtle in my next life. Okay, maybe you maybe you really want to be Buddhist and then you come back as something else. Okay, if I come back as something, I want to be a butterfly, but that makes me like awe and people. CJ, not sure why, I just feel it. Okay, you just feel it in your, okay. So procrastination. Oh God, you know what? So I am so sorry, Mark. I put the question there and then I forgot. Something you always procrastinate on: work or and people. How people? Eldad, my good friend. Hello, good to see you, Eldad. How are you doing? Let me know what are your thoughts about afterlife. I think this topic always shows up on a Sunday for some reason. CJ says butterflies overrated. They just look cute, no real attributes. Really? But they're really. But see, I just thought about it. I don't want to be a butterfly because I can easily get killed. Like somebody, boom, it's like coming back like a fly. Okay, before you realize you're in somebody's toilet, and then Ella says, I'm fine. How about you? I'm good. Okay, you're laughing. See, okay, can you imagine if you come back as a fly, especially, and then you like going to the washrooms? That's where you're most happy at. And then somebody, you just piss somebody off, and then they're like, ha! Mark says, you will live on. Energy back to stardust. Okay. Hope I will live on. Okay. Hope I will live on. Honestly, like these days I've been thinking about, for example, for somebody like me who does not want to have children, or like, and then I'm like, does that mean when you die, maybe your brother's children will remember you, or maybe they might not? But does that mean that you just get forgotten just like that? But in any case, even if you have children, does that mean that I don't think that means that you're going to be remembered. You're just going to be remembered by your children and the children of your after that, you're gone. Nobody will ever think about you twice. You will be an afterthought, like, yeah, errands. Okay. Oh, you procrastinate running. Yeah. Let me tell you, these days cooking. I don't know if it's yesterday. I almost starved myself to death. I woke up. I never cooked. And then it's like the other thing that I do is like I don't want to cook, and then when it comes to going out and buying myself something, I'm doing the maths, and then I'm like, this looks like it's a loss. So I don't want to cook, but also I'm like, I can't keep buying food every other day. So yeah, these days I procrastinate on cooking. I rarely eat. I have really gotten skinny because of that. I rarely eat. Okay, something you always procrastinate on. For me, honestly, I don't usually procrastinate when it comes to most things because I just don't. Okay, I'm a type of a person where like you're more likely to get pissed off with me because of being so much interested in something other than not. See, like the way somebody just says, I just forgot to do that, especially when it comes to things that concern you. Like, that's not me. Like, I am just doing the work. Ella says, yes, going out to go buy something to cook is the main thing. Lazy man, I'm at the time, okay? Let me tell you, like this whole month, I've been buying food every day. Like, I just don't feel like cooking. And then I am going and I buy food every day. And of course, it's one plate, which means, and then if you get hungry after that, you have to just sit there and you already bought food. So cooking, and I think maybe it should be easy for women, but it's not easy, especially when you live alone. You're like, why am I cooking? Okay, maybe those who are married, for those of you who are married, you cannot relate. Okay, Elda, do you believe in what are your thoughts on life after death? Your thoughts on life after death. The other day I see a caption down here, Wamboi. Oh, what are your thoughts about life after death? Yeah, I think that was the next question. Yeah, honestly, like today I don't have questions, but we are just hanging out. I was going to use this other app to stream where I can have you guys on the screen. I can even have like 4 of you on the screen. I'm gonna do that tomorrow, hopefully. Although it will not be the perfect live stream because I'm still learning, but I think that will be pretty much Interesting. And then I'm gonna get to put faces on you guys' names. You know, I've heard about your names for a long time. I get to put a face on each one of you if you want to. If you want to join. Ella says, "Well, I don't think there is life after death." Okay, I just said that, like, I don't know if there is, but I don't think there is. But if there is, I just don't want to find myself on the other side. I want to make to the other. I want to make to the side where there is life. I don't know if I make sense, but I don't believe there is, because you either get cremated or buried or whatever, and that's it. I don't believe the soul ever leaves the body or whatever. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I watched this show. It's called Life After Death. It's in the show is British. It's a British show. Okay. It's called Life After Death. I really liked it. I really liked I really liked the show. Did you say brother or what? Oh, sasa wambo poa sana, uko aje? How are you doing, Etiang? Okay. I am good. How are you? You guys see my name and you automatically think that I know how to speak Swahili. What if I do not? Okay, but I'm playing. Eldad says, you know, life is living and living is humanity, and humans can be after death. So what is life without humanity? Okay, you know what? Another way to look at it, if we believe in life after death, will animals like, let's say, cow, goat, everything else, do animals have life after death? You know, that's another thing to think about, because if they have the same life like we have, but they don't have life after death, right? So see, do animals have life after death? When you eat that chicken, does it have, when you do stuff like that, does it have life after death? Okay, maybe that's how I look at it, is like, when it's done. Don't think they have life after death. Or maybe even animals have that belief, but it's just because they don't speak our language, they don't speak the human language, so we will never know. Wow. I'm reading stories about people who have experienced whatever life after death. Okay, you feel okay. You feel leaving the body. You feel like you've left the body. You experience a sense of well-being and peace. Sometimes meeting deceased loved ones. Okay, I don't know. I don't think we'll ever find out until we die. Until it's your time, you will never find out how that works out. You know what? Okay. Okay. And you guys can also ask me questions, or you can yeah, I told you guys, like, I am not prepared for any questions whatsoever. It's just that, like, I was like, let me just film it. What do you guys do on Sunday? If you don't go to work, what do you do on Sunday? You know, my Sunday have been pretty much funny. What did I do today? I woke up at 12, and then I think the first thing I what did I do? I woke up, made the bed, showered, and then I cooked ugali, I ate ugali, I went to shop a little bit. And then what else did I do? Yeah, that's my Sunday. Karuhanga Collins. Hi. Hi, Karuhanga. Good to see you. CJ says bored watching Jumanji. Or do you still go to work on Sunday and do you come off work like usual, like the usual time? Jumanji, what's Jumanji? Now I'm curious. Let me research. Okay. I think, I don't know, maybe connecting with you guys make me unprofessional or something, but you know what? Jumanji. Ew. Final Jumanji. American urban fantasy adventure film directed by Joe Johnston from a screenplay by Jonathan Hazley, Greg Taylor, Jim Strain. Okay. Ooh, wow. Daddy KVC says there's life after death. We just can't remember our previous lives. Oh wow! So you want to say that I was already here in the past? No way! No way! Because honestly, I can't imagine being already here in the past. To be really honest, first of all, I was telling some people the other day when I was streaming here. I was telling them I cannot imagine not living in this century. Okay, I cannot imagine not living right now, because can you imagine if I lived like 50 years ago? Those were tough times for women. Okay, those were tough times for black people. Like honestly, I can't imagine existing back then. Like maybe in the previous life I was rich and now in this one I'm struggling. Oh god. Maybe in the other life, maybe I was a doctor. In this one I'm streaming here, begging you guys to like the live stream. Oh my god. Like you attend any churches? No, I do not go to church. I do not go to church. I think I don't go to church. Okay, not for any bad reason, but I just, for me, I feel like it's unnecessary. But it's not like I'm not, I believe, to be really honest, I still believe, but I just feel like it's a waste of time, in my opinion. These people that we go to for them to preach the word to us, they are not also that holy. Most of the time it's all about what can you do, what can you give, and if you're struggling or like you're not doing well, I don't think it's your place, really. Yeah, so I don't go to church. Off today, just relaxing. Okay. I think that's good to have a relaxing day. And that says animals' life after death is in their owner's heart or people who own them. This happens when we start to think about them, the memories and all. Oh, the memories with the animals. The memories with the animals. Okay, because for example, I own chicken, my own chicken. I own chicken and ducks. I bought them. When I go home and maybe I'm like, let's eat a chicken, I don't think about this chicken's life after death, do I? No, it's just a chicken. So I'm like, even when let's say an animal, you get attacked by an animal like a lion or a cheetah or any form of wild animal, okay, they don't think about you and like what God thinks about you. We are just, okay, what do we call it? Prey and predator. The animals, they are our predators, okay? So the same way that we eat some animals, I think it's the same way. I don't know. Why don't you go to church, one boy? I feel like it's pretty much like I used to, but then how do you say this? You know, these days you offend people by just saying your truth or like by being yourself. But I think mostly for me is because I don't feel like I'm the best version of myself when I'm in church. Not to mention there's a lot of class. At least out here, there's a lot of class in churches. Like there's those who are well off in the church, there's those who are middle class, and then there's the poor one. Okay, and for example, if you're in church and your parents are not doing good financially, yeah, good luck on having a good experience in that church. So yeah, and not to mention, as a child, I just, the church that my parents used to go to used to be so far away, so most of the time we were left at home. I ended up just going to church with one of my friends. So also my foundation of like the church is not that strong, so that's why I don't go to church. But basically, I just feel out of place in church. Yeah, I don't know. Do you go to church? And that's it. But it's weird that the moment we start thinking about someone randomly, it means they are thinking about us too, I believe. But what about the time we randomly remembers that what's happening then? Okay, yeah, I don't think they're thinking about us too, because sometimes once in a while I think about my grandparents. But I don't think they're thinking about me. It's just like you're still living and they're part of your memory. They're part of who you are. They're part of your past. They're part of maybe even your present in your mind. Okay, I think I do believe in living dead. Okay, living dead, like I don't know. I don't know what's the explanation to that. The topic becomes complicated, but I don't know. But yeah, because since my grandfather passed away, and it was one of the deaths that really struck me because he was really helpful to me and stuff. Okay, I have never seen him in a dream, never heard about him. Okay, and even my mother, and that was her dad, he never shows up. Like, he never shows up. We think about them, but they never show up. That's the life they have after death. I think they only live in our thoughts. I also think so. And then after we die, see, this is why I always say that, like, for people who have children so that they can get remembered, I feel like you guys are wrong, because you only live as far as there's somebody who remembers you. I feel like after your death, you only live as far as there's somebody who remembers you. But then when they are gone, now nobody remembers you. See? Because think about it, even though like my grandparents had children, they are going to live as far as we are alive, okay? When I die, when my cousins who are my age die, my brothers and sister, okay, I don't have a sister. When we all die, they die. Like, they die for the 5th time or whatever. Like, they will never be remembered again because I die with that memory. So that's why I feel like it's pretty much mistaken to have a child so that you can be remembered, because you will not. After 2 generations, you're forgotten. Because I can tell you, like right now, my brother have a baby girl. I really like her. Okay, but she does not know my grandparents. Does she know? Those are just memories, and we just try to describe, but yeah, especially, yeah. So I feel like we live as fast as those people who knew about us live. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay. God, my live streams are usually so random. You said something earlier, church might be a waste of time. Yeah, it might be, because if you're there, like, because this person, okay, if the intentions of the preacher is to, I feel like if the intention of the preacher is to bring people closer to God, then it shouldn't matter my social status, okay? It shouldn't matter what I'm bringing to the table in the church. If your purpose as a preacher is to, like, bring me closer to God, to help me on my journey, why is it that people who are doing better in life, why is it that, like, people who are doing good in life are the ones who are chairpersons, chair ladies in the church? Why can I not be a chair lady in the church? because you know what? I don't have a coin. That's why I'm not a chair lady in your church. Ah, I also think so, but I learned that it just shapes our way of living right and peaceful. Yeah. See, like, yeah. Yeah, you know, because if it was not about if because honestly, I think now as an adult I see church in another light as a business. And when you look at church as a business or like as a company or as a corporation, it really opens you up. It really does. God, give me a break. Okay, you know, you can type that and then somebody thinks that I really met you. You no. Oh God, I just read that. You remember me? We met 3 years ago. Where? Ah, okay. Where? You know, you might type that, and let's say you might type that. For example, if you text somebody who is married like that, like, oh, you remember me from few years ago, it's like, and then their partner reads the message. Now they're in danger or they have problems. Why? Yeah. No, I do not, and I have never met you. God, Lord. Ah, okay. Keep telling me, guys, what are your thoughts about life after death? Also, any other question will be appreciated. Eldad says, you know, my older brother didn't support going to church too, but my mom tried to push him to. But now he's big enough that he can tell mom why he didn't attend church boldly. What are his reasons? Okay, I'm behind my older brother though. Okay. Oh, so you still go to church? Honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with going to church as far as it's working out for you. I just feel like if you're not feeling it, there's no need of going just so that you can be seen that you went. That's just my thing. Okay, if I ever move to a place where like I go to a church and I don't feel like that's what they're doing, the whole social status in church, the whole who is what. If I ever go, if I ever find such a church, then I'll start going to church. But for now, I feel like I can pray for myself. Right now, I can even turn on a church here, and I don't have. If I don't feel like giving, I don't have to give. Also, I don't have to feel like there are specific people that are being favored. Okay, have you ever gone to church and tried and sat on those chairs that are supposed to be sat by the officials? Okay, have you ever done that? You will be removed there real quick. Okay, but I don't think that's what God would want. Or I don't feel like if when it comes to Christianity, I don't feel like that's what Jesus would want. Okay, yeah, like anybody could sit anywhere, but I can see the protocol and all of that, but at the same time it just does not sit well with me. I don't go to church. Well, most of your reasons are contrary to his. Okay, contrary or similar. Okay, contrary. Okay, no, as far as somebody is feeling comfortable and all of that in what they are doing, yeah, I like is how, you know, in Islam they only go to the mosque for 30 minutes every day. They go there, there's no preachings, you just go there, you pray and out. The whole thing of like church service being like 10 hours is really annoying. Yeah. Okay, let me look for a video for you guys. Uh-huh. No way. He said it's not important to go to sit at a place for that long when you can just be at home holy. Okay, and then you're sitting there judging people, somebody maybe you don't like the way they dressed. Huh? You're there getting, okay, you know, looking at people's dressing style and all of that. Like, that's what you went to the church to do. That's what most of us go to church to do. Like, okay, you don't go there with the intention of that, but when you are already there, you do that, okay? Okay, because think about it, even in church, why are we so obsessed with like women dressing decently? Or you dress decently so that you don't tempt the brothers in church, okay? Or you do not throw temptations to them. Like, why? If you went to church for the right reasons, you would not see that, to be really honest. Ugh, waste of time. Okay, Elder says, I almost yelled at a guy in church. He just sneezed on me. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can find that on. Yeah, I will look for that video. This thing that I saw, this guy goes around asking people, do you go to church, or do you believe in Christ? Or, and everybody, almost everybody says no, 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 no. But okay, that's not a reason for me not to believe, but it shows that people are just tired of, like, and you know, the other thing about what I see loopholes with religion is like, it's all about manipulation. And oh no, you don't need to know, you know, son of a man. Eldad says, Asha said I was rude, but I think they cheated at judgment because he was wrong not to go away from me. Okay. Yeah, just because you're in church in the middle of the does not mean that you are allowed to sneeze in my face. Yeah, but wow. Yeah. This channel, so there's something that I've learned through this channel. Like, most people do not believe. Okay, they believe right now. People are starting to use their brains, to be really honest. Okay, most people are still believers, but it's like most of the time before you try to believe something, you're trying to use your brain. You're like, does that even make sense? Like, why? No. You know? Okay. You guys have no idea how much I regret not signing on with that other app where I can have you guys as a guest, because this could have been gone way too well, especially. But tomorrow, I will not say that will be the best live stream, but I think I'll be doing a lot of learning, but can't wait. Okay, let's go tiny and all of that. What's a small thing that always make you smile? Eldad says, I'm not against it, but at this point, the economy is so difficult. Oh my God, who thinks about it? Okay, I'm not against it, but at this point, the economy is so difficult that some has to pay high amount in transportation these days. Wow. Oh, wow. You know what? In my church, we pay tithes. Okay. And see, okay, even I think in all churches you pay tithes. And honestly, out here, they will even cast you out like, oh my God, for those of you who are not paying taxes, I rebuke the demon in you. Or like, I like, oh, you're not doing what the Lord wants by not paying your 10%. The Lord will strike you. you know. Okay, God, so sorry. And I'm not trying to be funny, to be really honest, but I find that annoying for those people who don't have, like, when it comes to you have given offerings. Okay, God bless all those who have contributed today. Bless all of those who have given into this altar. May you expand their boundaries, may you expand their territories, may you open doors, front doors and back, do all of that. And then how about those who didn't have genuinely? Malwande Maborsa is laughing. Okay. Yeah, okay, not in a bad way, but okay. So what you can do, I think something that we can do right now is, we can, you know what, let me tell you guys, in real life, you can know somebody who really needs help. Okay, you can say, I'm going to be giving 10% of my income to them. Okay, I'm going to be contributing 10% of my income, I'm going to dedicate and give it to them. Okay, because they really need it. You know, maybe even some of us, we go to give to church. Well, your brother's kid does not go to school because of lack of school fees. Okay, you go to give to church while you're sleeping on the floor, you don't have a bed. You go to give to church when maybe your parent needs something. You could just give it to them, maybe. And if there's the blessing that we are being told, because I feel like 10% or whatever we are told to give to the church is a contribution, or like is a way for you to ask for blessings. Maybe you can do that in that way. But I am not a preacher whatsoever, so I don't know. Okay, I said, what's a small thing that makes you smile? Oh, well, this makes me smile. Okay, this makes you smile. Isn't that true? Isaac Mbaya says, who is the Lord? Tell me about it. Who is the Lord according to you? Malwande. Mark Shak says, VP. Poa sana. Uko VP, Mark? How are you doing, Mark? Uko aje? I think since you learned that word, you can just stop. Okay, yeah, I think a small thing, a hydrated bee. Oh, wow. Hydrated bee. Okay, it sounds creepy, but you know what, that's what you want. That's what makes you happy. Small thing that makes me happy. Small thing that makes me happy. Okay, I wanted to say a small flower. Oh, okay, are you talking about the real flower? Oh, okay, I think, okay, first of all, this makes me happy. Okay, this makes me happy, like seeing people show up. This makes me happy. Also, another thing that makes me happy is when people say that I'm beautiful. Right? Okay, another thing that makes me happy is apology when somebody offends me. A small flower, a thank you. Okay, I think also a thank you is really appreciation. Okay, being appreciated, is it by anybody or somebody, by somebody specific? Please, water, you. Oh, I'm part of the I'm part of your happiness. Okay, possibly a balloon. Wow, you have a lot of them. Small thing that makes me happy: being told that I'm pretty, being cared for. Small thing that makes me happy. Hundreds of examples. Hundreds, not hundreds. Yeah, okay. Can you get them to 100? No, I don't think so. Breathing. How does breathing make you, small thing that makes you happy? Does breathing make you happy? But you know, automatically we just assume it's like an automatic thing. Okay, I think my mom makes me happy. My younger brother, he makes me happy. Another thing that makes me happy is being brought tea in bed or like breakfast in bed. You know, my brother usually when I am home, I'm usually spoiled. My younger brother usually bring me tea in bed, so that makes me happy. Breathing easy. Family, obviously. Not obviously. Okay, not obviously. To be really honest, not obviously. Cartoons. Cartoons, honestly, do not make me happy. Music, yeah, maybe music. Shops, yeah, shops, yeah, shop. Okay. Okay, Mark, is a lot of them. I see you. What makes you happy or others? Makes me. You. Okay, whoever you are, you. What makes you happy? Okay, I don't think many things make me happy really. Small thing that make me happy is like I like shopping. Uh Money. Oh god, money. I think money makes me happy sometimes because most problems that we have here on earth you can just solve with as simple as money. You can solve them with money. So uh what's another thing that makes me happy? Yeah. Okay. Malwanda says dancing. Okay. That's a nice one. Dancing. Money pisses me off. Why? Why do money piss you off? Okay, but but how can money piss you off while it solves most of our problem? Holly's music says to meet. What does that mean? To meet? To meet. What does to meet mean? I'm typing something on the screen. I don't want you guys to think that I'm texting. Money does not solve problems, but is essential. Yeah. I think it's okay. I feel like it does. Most problems, almost 98% of the problems that we have here, you can solve them with money, okay? Okay, maybe you cannot buy good health with money, okay? Maybe you can't buy good health with money, okay? But at least you can get yourself to good hospitals when you have money, okay? Maybe money cannot buy love, okay? But at least it can buy you most of the things that you need, okay? Maybe money cannot give you a happy family, but at least it gets you out of the situation of having to deal with unhappy family, okay? Maybe money does not if I don't pay out thousands a month, I'm homeless and not happy. Yeah. So see what I'm saying? Is like I was thinking about it, and that's the main reason why I really want to move out of town and go back to, and I just want, I don't know, I want to maybe get myself a container or whatever, or I just go and maybe just live on a farm or something, okay? Because I realize if you don't have money, especially when you are renting, like this place that I'm renting, if I don't have money to pay, I'm not able to keep living here because they can't entertain that. Roof over your head and your favorite bag. Water, food. Okay, yeah. But see, money does that. Money gives you that. Okay, money does give that. I feel like money is not everything, but it's literally something. Yeah, I feel like money is not everything, but it's literally something. You can solve almost wonky internet. Hope you guys can see me. Okay, you guys can still see me. I even okay. Oh, Malwanda is just laughing. You right. You right. I write. Write what? Okay. Okay, let me know if you think what are we talking about with Mark? I think we're talking about money, like what money can do. Okay, so I said small things that makes you happy. Yeah, we literally can solve almost 90% of our problems. Most people, okay, most people who get themselves into situations, let's say for example you find out you're pregnant, and okay, this is from a woman's perspective. You find out you're pregnant, you don't have the capability to bring up the child by yourself, and then you're pregnant for a guy that you're not interested in. When it comes, okay, you are interested in, but you are not thinking about getting married at that point. Why do most people get married at that point? Why do they get married at that point? Because it's like money. If you have the money and then you think you can do it by yourself, you can just do it by yourself. So I think it does. Mark says buy a rocket and fly to Venus. Okay, yeah, that you can only do that with money, right? What's your favorite dad joke? To be really honest, because English is not my first language, I most of the time I don't understand dad jokes, but let me hear yours. Dad jokes. I'm getting older, my back is hurting. I can't think of one or write it all out. Okay. Okay, that joke. Yeah. Maybe for this moment, see from tomorrow, because I'll have the others. But I don't know how to stream using that app, but I'll try. So what we will do when we have such a question, anyone who wants to answer, like I will send the link here and then you guys can click it. You can come on the screen and you can get to talk with I am one boy. Yeah. Favorite dad joke. Especially for those of you who English is your first language, like tell us dad jokes. You know, I think somebody told me a dad joke, and English is not my first language, so I just don't. Okay, okay, say English jokes. Honestly, sometimes I don't even. Okay, I understand the words, but it does not mean anything to me. See, like the way like curse words, you know. For example, I hear people saying, "Oh, B word, S word, A word." I'm like, why are you saying that? Like, why don't you just say the whole thing? Because to me, it does not mean anything. Like, if you call me the okay now, okay, of course, when it comes to like me knowing English, I know what that means. But if you call me these things, they do not mean the same thing like they mean to you. I don't know if it makes sense. If you say F word, like honestly, it doesn't, like I'm like, why are you saying F word? Just say it. So see, that's what happens when you learn a language and it's not your real language. You are like, what are you talking about? B word? Just say it, because it does not. Honestly, you can abuse me in English and it does not make sense to me. Like I'm reading letters. It does not make sense to me. Maybe the tone, if we argue with somebody in real life and they're saying bad words in English, maybe the tone is what would make it rude, but to be really honest, yeah. Alana says, yes, me too. Oh, I prefer to say sugar instead of sweet. See? I do not understand. Those are just what. Okay, Malwande, are you saying me too to the fact that you also do not understand? Like you don't get offended when people say you don't get offended when people say bad words? Me too, like, because English is not my first language, so it does not mean anything. Okay, for example, I have learned not to say these profanities because some people get offended. For example, you just said shoot. That does not mean anything to me whatsoever. Okay, I know what it means, and I know it's a bad. You don't like it's a bad word. Oh, you say you prefer to say sugar instead of shoot. Okay. Oh, maybe I don't understand. I like you. So funny. I'm not really funny. I don't think I'm really funny, but I think you like me. Okay. Okay. Another person, tell me if you can understand any. Okay, if you learned English as a okay, or English is not your first word. Tell me if some of the things that are supposed to be offensive in English, if they really offend you, because really, you can't offend me in English. I don't think you can. Mark says sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Sticks and bones, stones. Okay. Okay, what word do you consider offensive in English? Okay, when somebody says shoot, is that offensive to you, or like, oh, get the F out of your stupidity? Okay. To be really honest, like, I can see why it's offensive for you guys, but for me, they are just words. Yeah. But it's very unfortunate for those of us who learn English, especially people who learn English from watching a person with IQ same as Barnacle. Wow, now that's offensive. I think that's offensive, right? It's supposed to be offensive. I think that I kind of felt that. Yeah, that kind of sounds offensive a little bit. Iano says, I like you is pretty offensive. Woo. I like you is pretty offensive. Talk English. Talk English. What language do you think I'm talking? I am speaking in English. What do you mean? Was there a none? Oh, okay. A single word. There's none that's offensive. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like it's the same. Even if when some people learn, or if you learn Swahili and you learn even bad words, how to offend somebody, it's not really offensive, is it? Like or even if somebody says something to you, it just does not make sense. Yana says, "Nah, it's not. It's usually very comforting." Okay, okay. Do you feel like okay? Is English your first language? And if it's not, when they say this word, like for example, F word, for me, those are just words. Like they just don't offend me. Mainly because they are never true. Okay. Okay. If like for example, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this here on YouTube. I was watching Life After Death. It's British. British people like to say the C word. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. The C word. I don't know if I can say that because I don't want to offend. British people like to say the C word. And honestly, okay, I know it's a bad word. Yeah, by Ricky. Yeah. He likes to say the C word, but it does not offend me. Sleep. If you want to sleep, go to sleep. Okay. Me, I go to sleep whenever I want to. And I'm hanging out with you guys. I feel like we are FaceTime. We are doing FaceTime. And tomorrow it will be more real because I'll be streaming whereby you guys can come on the screen and we can see. But we'll see how that goes because I think the live stream will be pretty much messy, but it has to be messy before it gets better. Okay. Yeah. Okay, moving on from the dad jokes. Yeah, but it's pretty much comforting just to know I'm not the only one who do not get offended with the words, F word, S word, you know. Yeah, but I feel like when it comes to black people's English, black Americans English, oh my god, it's like the whole sentence. Oh, Effing come here, effing sit down. Okay, now this I think this is like a silly one, but let's just do it. What's your favorite midnight snack? Tea. And I'm about to make I'm about to grab myself a cup of tea right now. Have you ever been told you have linear intelligence, like you're not creative at all? Okay, no, I have never been told that. And even if somebody was to say that, like, unless you're my partner or something, it just does not affect me whatsoever. Honestly, you have to really understand, like me personally, you would have to say really, or you would have your tone when you speak English. You can't offend me in English, to be really honest. If you want to, you can offend me in Swahili or in Kikuyu. Those are the words that strike me like, the most offensive word in a lot of people's mind is the N word. Okay, honestly, I think you can offend me. Yeah, with the N word. But I don't see why somebody should say unless they wanted to offend you, right? Yeah, to be really honest, the first time that I saw people like even the F word, you have to say the F word. I'm like, just say the word. What? You know, F word. Like, it's... What's your favorite? Oh, my favorite midnight snack. I think I was supposed to write that question on the screen. Favorite midnight snack. For example, I'm about to grab myself a cup of tea. I like tea. Another thing, midnight snack. Eggs. I wake up at night and then I start boiling eggs. Boiled eggs. Yeah, boiled eggs and tea. Let me grab myself a cup of tea. Favorite midnight snack. Keep typing, guys. You know, and even see, even with the N word, like the history, then you never been intelligently dissed. See, the thing is, even if I was to be told that, like, I just told you guys, you can, maybe you can't offend. Okay, you can rarely offend me in English. Yeah, because you have to understand that you guys, I do not dream in English. My favorite snack depends on the mood. Okay, what do you end up having most of the time, regardless of the mood? The only way that you can offend me is like, I don't like to be yelled at. I don't like to be yelled at. I just end up crying. So the way to offend me is by yelling at me. I don't like being yelled at. A glass of water hits different at night. Ooh, okay. I don't. Oh, so okay. Okay. Let me get myself my midnight snack. Then I'll come back. You're going to see. Everyone but everyone else on language. Language. Okay, language. Hope it's a glass of water. No, tea. Me personally, tea. Oh God, I drink tea before I sleep. Keep hydrated. Yeah, like today, of course, I've not drunk any. Today I've not taken water. I don't know why. Tea. Do. When I undid this hair, I was feeling like, when I did my hair, I was like, okay, I wish I would have kept the braids, but I like this natural look. Cup of tea? Don't you like tea? is because of the warm weather. Okay, it's not really warm. Oh, okay. Oh, wanting to. Okay, I feel like when it's hot, you have to take water, but like out here is not hot, to be really honest. It's not hot. Which country do you watch me from? Iano. Alwande says today. In England, good joke. Oh, in England is hot. Okay. Oh, what? I think I didn't understand the context. I think I'm thinking about my cup of tea. I need to grab it. More tea. Okay. I think you can defeat us Kenyans because for me, I have like 5 cups of tea per day, and if I don't have tea, I have a headache. Yeah, cup of tea. What does the cup say? Good morning, handsome. Yano says, I happily live in Nairobi, Kenya, okay? Kenyans in the building. Are you offended if you don't have tea? Like most are offended by words or any kind of intelligence. No. No, I don't think so. What am I drinking now? Tea. Kenyan tea. Just checking. Okay, you're really funny. Ooh, you're really funny. Tea, yeah. Kenyan tea is a mixture of water or water. What else? Indian chai, nope. So this is Indian chai. Do you know how to make Kenyan tea? Kenyan tea is, I feel like Kenyan tea, English tea is just like, I feel like, honestly, Mark, I feel like English tea is like a joke sometimes. Okay, don't get me wrong, I also usually make some English tea. Ketepa, oh, ketepa is not a tea bag. This is not a tea bag. This is real tea, the tea leaves. Tetley. Ketepa, okay. Yorkshire tea. Okay, now I have to research what is Yorkshire tea or how to. It's only ketepa and water. No, it's not. No, there's milk. Honestly, I have tea with milk every day. Let me look at Yorkshire tea because now. Oh, Yorkshire tea is a premium British black tea blend renowned for its rich flavor and consistent quality, produced by Tyler's. Yorkshire tea is a black tea blend created by the Betty's and Tyler's group since 1977 and has become the best-selling tea brand in the UK. It is crafted from teas grown in India, Sri Lanka, and Kenya, blended to create a balanced and flavorful brew. At least Kenya is on the list. I need water. There are lots of different teas, okay, but at least the Yorkshire tea, you also make it with Kenyan products. Okay, which is your favorite tea? Try a Kikuyu tea. What is Kikuyu tea? Chinese like green tea. Yeah, yeah. But have you seen their bodies? Fine. Okay, they don't really get so big. Oh, okay, so much. Okay, now I'm about to ask a silly question. There's no other type of tea without ketepa. Really? Okay, I don't know. Okay. You watch anime? No. Good night for you. Good night. Good night, Mark. Hopefully see you tomorrow over here. What's a topic you could give a 20-minute presentation on without preparation? Like why? Okay. What's your favorite one? It's just because I do not watch, just like that. I think I'm very difficult to entertain, to be really honest. Very difficult to entertain. A list of tea. What's a topic you could give a 20-minute presentation on without preparation? A list of tea. Okay. Okay, you know what? Tomorrow, tell me that the number of tea that you've taken. Yorkshire tea, whatever. Oh, English tea. Facts. Okay. First of all, I'm very hard to entertain, really. Okay, now another silly question. What's your favorite way to spend a weekend? I have coffee. You have coffee? Okay, I have recently I've been starting to like let me tell you, I think I told you guys this joke. You know me personally, like coffee has not been like a huge thing. Actually, I have started liking coffee after scrolling on social media. In America, like almost everybody has coffee. So I was like, okay, let me. So this time I went to a coffee shop and then I ordered espresso. I didn't know espresso is a shot. No, okay, no. Let me back up. What happened? What happened was, I was at that time I was in Nairobi. Okay, I was staying in Nairobi. Okay, and then I ordered from Uber. I ordered coffee, and then of course, because I had never had coffee before. You know, it's good to be honest. I had never had coffee, so I ordered espresso. So I thought, I didn't think it's a shot. So, and then the guy delivers. Of course, I think I had ordered a burger and some coffee. Okay, the guy delivers the shot, and then I'm like, why? Like, is this the coffee? Okay, that's what I'm asking myself, and then I'm like, oh. I'm like, you literally drank my tea along the way. That's what I felt. I was really livid. I was feeling upset and all of that. I'm like, why would you drink my tea along the way? Why would you drink my coffee along the way? Okay, I really got upset. I was even going to contact Uber and tell them that like this person did not deliver. Okay, so but for some reason, and then I tasted it. It never had any sugar, or it never had any of that, anything of that sort. Okay, so then I decided it is what it is. Then I went to another place. I ordered an espresso again, just so that I could see what it is. And then again, it was a shot, and it was more expensive than the cappuccino and whatever. So that's when I know. That's how I knew that espresso was a shot. Now, right now, I like cappuccino. I usually get cappuccino, but yeah. Tell me I didn't know anything without telling me. My weekend has been 100 is MPH. What is that MPH? God, I'm really dumb. MP, I don't know. Oh God, but I know what MPH is. But you know what? About 145. Ah. Okay, tell me what's MPH. Caffeine, very good caffeine. Okay, yeah. I think I also like coffee. Not to mention the feeling, how I normally feel. Espresso. 2 shots, please. 2 shots, okay. Miles per hour. You really like playing with me, Mark. What's your favorite way to spend your weekend? Okay, 100 miles per. What did you say? Oh, miles per hour. Okay, thank you. Wow. Why? What did you do? What did you do? Are you American? No. No, but to be really honest, I think I've gotten myself confused. Because, for example, I use Fahrenheit when it comes to degrees. See, like right now, it's 63 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, if I want to, I could know what it is in Celsius, but I've gotten more used to like using the Fahrenheit and the, but it's just because I think everything is like, I don't know. I just started teaching myself how to say stuff. Okay, about 145 kilometers per hour. Okay. Have you ever drank alcohol? Yeah. Do I look that innocent? Do I look that innocent, guys? Yeah, you have to understand, guys, like I am a graduate. Like if it's when it comes to having fun, hey, I was out and about when I was in campus, my good friends. If I was on a boat knots, where are them braids today? Gone. You know, you guys are pressuring me into having them back. I'm going to have them back. I'm going to give my head a break for like a week or so. You know? Yeah, you guys like the... And you know what? I'm going to have them braids back. The exact same color. So, hold on. So, you are more interested in the braids than you are in the content. Okay. Max is speed, not temperature. Speed, not temperature. Oh. Never mind. Nautical miles type. Wow. Ooh, my good friend Eve Stewart. You finally. How are you doing, Eves? Oh my God, I think my time have been, especially this whole week. This whole week, I honestly, you know, I can't tell you whatever is happening in my life, like literally, but I was having a rough week, especially the beginning of the. It's nothing of a big deal. It's normal stuff. So I streamed during the day, and then I couldn't stream at night usually. But good to see you, Yves. How are you doing? How was your week? And honestly, today we don't have topics. We're just here having a good time. Yana said, here's some few ducks. Okay. Ooh, Daddy KBC, all the way from Australia. What's the time in Australia? I'm guessing is now daytime in Australia, right? But you know what? What is bot knots? What is I don't know what that is. I told you guys, English is not my first language, so you might say something, it does not click with me, or you know. Beers with friends around Seattle. Okay. Okay. What do you do over the weekend? Max, quit playing with me. I told you I don't understand. Sometimes I don't honestly, I don't understand English jokes, to be really honest. Now I'm sitting here wondering, what are you talking about? Mimo versus picture this. You're flying underwater and your bike has pressure fluctuation. What should your first thought be? You're flying under. Why would you fly underwater? Wait, why would you do that? Like, why would you fly underwater, like? And your bike has pressure fluctuation. What should? Oh, no, I think you guys are playing with me. What is that? Oh my god! Now I have a bunch of men in here saying stuff that I don't know. I think you guys are doing this on purpose. You're just typing things that I do not understand on purpose. On purpose. Okay, if that makes you guys feel more smart than I am, then, well. Are you gonna introduce us? Look behind you. Look behind you. Liv says, I'm a pilot. We use nautical miles, if that has anything to do with the conversation. To be really honest, I am out of the conversation. I don't know what these people are talking about. Really. Kick them out of the class. I think they just kicked me out of the classroom because I do not understand. Look behind you. Now you guys are here scaring me. Look behind me. Are you guys in here? Look behind. Creepy. What? No way. No. There's nothing. Yana says we also use nautical mile in sailing big, huge canoes. Okay. Look again. Ah, no. I don't think so. I closed the door. There's nothing in here, so I don't think there's anything. God, creepy. Eve says, I've been shopping flight to Tanzania for fall. My friend flies anti-poaching patrol aircraft for the government of Tanzania. I'm trying to also visit Kenya and maybe Rwanda. Okay. I think you'll have a good, I think, yeah, I feel like Tanzania, especially if you go to Zanzibar, you'll have a good time. Oh. We'll have to plan a meeting for a day. Okay. I feel like also it depends with the schedule and here and there. Hopefully by then I'll have fall next year. Fall. Oh no. Fall is autumn. Okay. Which summer, winter, fall. Okay. Okay. So later on this year. Yeah, you guys are just playing with me. Like, why are you guys laughing? Creepy. October 2026. Okay. 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 Hopefully, uh, you're in denial. Accept the date already. Accept. Oh, first of all, you guys, I don't think that's what he intended. I think he was asking if like somebody can show them around here. And for your information, I am engaged. Whoever is saying that, Iano. Yeah. So, but Eves is mostly interested in the tour thing, touring Kenya and Tanzania. Yes, a logical guide. Yeah, a local guide, a logical guide, local guide. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Next question. Yeah. To be really honest, I cannot wait until get out of Nairobi and experience real Kenya. To be really honest, like I cannot wait. For me, I think where I'm going with this down the road, because I feel like I will be one of your trusted people here and there. I like to meet locals for that stuff. Google Maps, we don't need human intuition in navigating. But let me tell you, first of all, for example, maybe somebody might want to see, you know, first of all, for example, like let's say somebody wants to see my village, okay? How can they see my village when they don't have somebody to take them there? You know, I feel like people, when they visit other countries, you mostly experience the town. You can Uber everywhere. You cannot Uber to my village, my good friend. You cannot. You cannot Uber to my village. You cannot, most places you cannot Uber to. For example, from Nairobi to my hometown, Nyahururu, you can Uber, but guess how much? 15K. Okay, so I don't think you can Uber everywhere. You really cannot, but yeah. Ta-da! Your village, that's cheap. Okay, that's cheap. You guys are just saying some. Your village simple Uber. Okay, no. Okay, but see, when it comes to like people wanting to experience, for example, remote areas away from Nairobi, okay, away from Mombasa, away from all of that, that can only happen if they get to know somebody from these places. But anyway, you can navigate using Google Maps or whatever. Perhaps me more fast can show me around. Maybe. Oh, me more fast. Do you wanna show Eve Stewart around? Ah, because now we already fighting who is going to show you. Chicken change to the Uber driver, $100 bill, Muzungu type. Okay, Insatiable is my name, all the way from Alabama. Good evening. How are you doing? Oh my god, it's been a minute. I have not seen you. But you know what? I don't blame you all this week because I've not seen you guys. Because also me personally, I was not streaming. How have you been? Insatiable is my name. We skydive there, even simpler. Okay. Yeah, you want to take him around? Ah, his friend is literally a pilot. Okay. Okay. But now, like, you know, I'm just like, okay. Yeah, wait until you guys, what's the topic of the day today? Today we don't have a topic. We've just been going back and forth with like whatever we are talking about. What is the question that I just wrote? I did write the question again. What's favorite way to spend weekend? Oh my god, I need to write something else. Eve says yes, he is, but he flies bush aircraft for the government of Tanzania. I don't think they'll allow him to fly me to Kenya. Okay, you can all. I feel like you can always use you can always use Kenya Airways and all of that to fly to Kenya. Okay, when it comes to like flying from one country to another, I don't, and small 2-seat bush aircraft at that. My point still stands. Okay, the thing is, for context, I think I did say down the road, to be really honest, I see myself doing a lot of like touristic stuff, okay? I see myself setting up. I think I do have this whole thing about like I want to like set up like a cabin or stuff like that, you know. Uh and maybe Wambo, how are you engaged? How am I engaged? Is that really a question? Okay, what does the question mean? Okay, what does that mean? How are you engaged? How what does that mean? Oh my god. Eh. Oh, Control C. I mean, how the freak did that John Doe see you? He's so lucky. Okay. He's so lucky. Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be GTA 5 mission. So as long as there's an aircraft, we can fly. I mean, I'm a licensed pilot with a lot of hours and experience. I still wouldn't fly myself around Africa. Okay. Side quest? Africa, rather. Oh, I know you meant Africa. Okay. Okay. Let me tell you guys, for those of you who are laughing like I cannot be a tour guide, wait until I establish the thing. Okay, I will be hosting international. See, I will, my village. I think it will be. You see, like one of those village. There's the Nyabohanse village here in Kenya. Okay, my village will be the next big thing. We will be hosting people from all over the world. Okay. Exactly. Life is too short not to rebel. I don't think so. I do not think so. I do not think so. Well, yeah, you could to guide to us. Yeah, and see, by this channel, for example, like I have a lot of friends from all over using this channel only. Okay, and from tomorrow on, we will be doing stuff of like we will have these people here on the screen. Tomorrow I'll start using another. Okay, I'll still be streaming on YouTube, but you guys can have a chance to come on the screen. You see this type that you're typing here, you said you can say those stuff to me. So I think that will take the channel to the next level and all of that. So wait until that's what she said. Stop. One boy, you need to catch up. Catch up with what? Catch up with what, really, guys? Yeah. Okay, let me tell you, when somebody is in a relationship, like when people are in a relationship, I think that's when they are the most attractive. You've been caught lacking. I've been caught lacking. Lacking what? Oh God, you guys. Oh, we are having time of our lives here on the chat, and you're falling back. You know what? I told you guys, like me personally, I'm not the most digital person you can ever meet. So woo, pass the ball if you're not gonna shoot. What is that? God. Okay, done. Yeah, you know what? Me personally, to be really honest, I do not pretend that I'm understanding, because honestly, I am not understanding what you guys are saying. Okay. What's your favorite way to take a break at work? I'm the goalkeeper, Wambo the ball boy. You always have the strangest just. Okay, tell me about it. Lord, I can barely understand what they're saying. Okay. Ooh. But you know what? Me personally, as far as you guys are enjoying yourself in the chat. That's all that I think. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. I can't wait to see what it will be like when I start having you guys or hosting you guys, uh, on the channel. To be really honest. Wow, W chat. Okay. Yeah. And I feel like maybe because I do not have a script for my live stream, like I just come here to hang out. To hang out. Okay. Favorite way to take a break from work? No, we are too beautiful for the internet. No way. No way. You Woo. Wait until I find out the ugliest. Honestly, I already have 2 people who want to come on the screen tomorrow. And actually the one, I think I already have 2 people who would like to be seen on the screen tomorrow. So but I feel like those who want to be seen on the screen just don't lick the whole lipstick. Ah, now I'm just all sitting all here bashful and stuff. Eldad, my good friend, welcome back. What's up with that? You know what? I do not know what's wrong with these people. They've been harassing me in a good way. Okay. That they are too beautiful for the internet. They don't want to show up on my live stream on the screen. But you know what? You can just be there. So my weekends. Tell me about your weekends, Eve Stewart. Okay. You know, I think the last time you ever caught me on live streaming is before July, 4th of July, before 4th of July. So what did you guys do for 4th of July? I remember we were having a conversation here on the channel. Everybody saying what they were gonna do for 4th of July. I don't know what you guys ended up doing. Okay. My name. Yay. How are you doing? I want to be a moderator. This is my official resume. But to be really honest, I think I've only seen you like 3 times on here. Okay, you need to show up more to become a moderator. Oh, you said harassing. I almost asked who harassed you, then you said in a good way. I think in a good way. Eve says, I do a lot of physical training during the week. So on Saturdays, I sleep a bit late, rise around 10, coffee, protein, then walk to light rail and take the train into downtown Seattle. Okay. You know what? Like, whenever, you always show up on the live stream at like 12 my time. Not 12. Yeah. So you wake up at 10. What time do you wake up during weekdays? Elder says, keep that girl. No one's too beautiful for the internet. You must be richer than the internet, and that's hard. Okay. Will you want to show up on the screen when I start inviting you guys on the thing? Eve says, walk from brewery to brewery and drink beer with friends. Okay.
Wow, that must have been a good one. That must have been a good one. Ian says, thought you were snitching. Oh, okay. I know. Eve says, I get up around 6 a.m. on weekdays, but I'm in work meetings. Okay. And then you get free around the time that, okay, that makes sense. That all makes sense.
Or broke than the internet. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities on the internet, really. Okay. To be really honest. Okay, I cannot say that already, but I feel like, especially if you're from places like Kenya where there's almost no opportunity, maybe instead of sitting around and saying there's no opportunity. I feel like the internet, okay, is not the best thing to put yourself on the internet, but if that's what you gotta do, just do it. Just do it. I don't know. Mimo says, I've got a question. What is it you need to do to have your life every day? We can't type because that's a reality for some people. Yeah, you just need to retire. You need to retire. Oh, you just need to do robbery with the violence. I don't know what you need to do. Or you know what else you can do? You can come from a rich family and you can just retire at birth. Yeah, you can retire at birth. But people like me who come from, like, we are literally, you see those type of things where you say like from nothing to something. That's what we are talking about here, from nothing to something. So if you are like me, you don't have, because for example, sometimes I'm like, oh, I can just relax. But to be really honest, for me, if I want to just sit around right now, I can, but I'm not that type of a person. Okay, so I do not go to work, but at least I use this time to work on the channel. But yeah, Eve says, I work from home. I'm on Pacific time, and the company for which I work is on the East Coast, North Carolina, and they are on Eastern time, which is 3 hours ahead of me. Oh, okay. Wow. Isn't working from home so nice, like so freeing? What would you prefer, working from home or working which one is better? The majority is in corn, so I'm gonna pass. I don't. Okay, where did that come from? Oh, yeah. So, okay, guys, there's a question here. What do you do so that you can have a type of your weekdays can look like weekends? Okay, what do you do so that your weekdays can look like? I think most is either you get yourself a sugar mama. You can get yourself an older woman who is already stable and she don't mind providing. You can get yourself you can get married. That's the other option. Another option is you can come from a rich family. What else? There's a lot of them, but there's a price to pay. Yeah, no, you retracted the message. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, you have freedom. More of us. Wambo, let's play truth and dare. Truth and dare. Let's go. What's the question? It says, I'm a data engineer, so it's nice not to have to go anywhere. My commute is down the hall. Okay. Wow. The slide a resume in North Carolina. Okay, what's the question? Oh, you're asking what's the question? The question is, how do you have weekdays that looks like weekends? You know, like, how do you do that? Buy a house and appreciate the rise in value. Oh, okay, that's a thing that you can do so that you can have weekend. You know what, flipping houses. I think something that you can also do to have weekend type of thing is start flipping houses. Buy rundown houses, abandoned houses, and then just flip them.
You can make a lot of money from that. Another one is like selling land or whatever. Yeah, that can literally appreciate. Another thing is Bitcoin. Can somebody introduce me to Bitcoin? Okay, because I feel like that's also a shortcut. I had a friend once when I was in campus. He used to do he used to do trading, day trading, okay? He got rich real quick. He bought a car and all of those type of things, but simply get unemployed. But see, when you get unemployed, you cannot have weekend type of weekdays. You know why? Because you need money to be able to have the weekend type of weekday. So I bought my second house 10 years ago for $300,000 in North Seattle. Light rail was built in the neighborhood and the value is now $1 million. $1 million, my friend. Okay, so see, flipping houses is one of the easiest ways to get rich. I made $60,000 on Ethereum. Okay, Genesis, you're too late for that, believe me. Too late for flipping houses. Do you know how old I am? God, I have a whole future ahead of me. I am just 24 years old. I sold it. Oh, I'm too late for for trading or like, okay, no, for crypto. Oh, wow. Okay, then let me just entertain you guys. You guys can go and do work in the crypto area and then you can come here and support me. Oh, inflation. Yeah, I think when now everybody is doing this type of stuff, and you know, there's a time my friend and I we bought an account. It was a writing account, you know, and then before we could even withdraw the money, the account got locked out or something. Do you choose truth or dare? Truth. I choose truth. Asen Montana says, hello girl, beautiful. Where are you from? I'm from Kenya. Where are you from? Too late for cryptocurrency. Okay. I think if I would have gotten into it when that friend got into it, oh yeah, I would have maybe changed my life. I did trade on the side. I do all right. I trade the S&P futures every morning. Okay. Is it worth it? Do you think it's worth it? Yeah. This is something that I like about my chart, and like what we can be 3 people here, but sometimes we are joking and then sometimes we are, for example, like stuff like this can really be helpful in, I think it's worth it. It's worth streaming if this is the type of conversations we can have here. S&P futures, okay. God, me personally, to be really honest, and the point where I just need to get rich for whatever reason. It's fun. I can make $500 per day on trades. Not every day, but some days. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's good money. If you made $500 per day here in Kenya, my good friend, you are rich. $500. Actually, people here, even those who are well paid, they do not make $500 at the end of the month. They do not. I think the people who make good money, okay, those who make really good money is from 50,000. 50,000 cash. It's like almost like $500. So see, yeah, if you make $500 and you live in Kenya per day, that is really nice. Yana says, I tried trading. The gas fee, the particular coin was Ethereum. Gave up on the spot. Okay. You'll have losing days. So you have to be really, oh God, let me tell you, I don't know if I can take the loss much better. I switched from trading crypto to futures. Much better. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, I want you guys to teach me or whatever. Hey, I'm tired of poverty. Wow. Yeah, but I think everything comes with a price, because if you have losing days, the thing is, can I handle, or can you handle the losing days? Because we always see the winning days, but we don't see the frustration behind this. I can show you, but we'll need a different forum than this one. Okay. Yeah. supper will never end. Supper will never end. What is supper? Please, what is supper, Yana? Keep your stop losses really tight. Go. Me Morpher says, you choose truth. My question is it true that you are trying to be your best in what you do? But with a caveat, something is lacking. You're missing a few steps. Be truthful. Not true. That's not true. Oh, Sapa is a Nigerian slang for poverty. Oh God.
When it comes to slang, okay, I am really behind. I do not use slang. Yeah, I do not use slang. Okay. You know, poverty, but I gotta say poverty is really humbling. Let me tell you, one of the worst things that you will have to ever go through as a person is poverty. Poverty humbles you. Poverty makes you poverty makes you to allow people to walk all over you just because they are providing, or just because they are doing something for you, or just because you are afraid. You know, let me tell you, poverty is one of the worst things that I've ever had to deal with in my life. If so says the other thing you can probably do, just buy $1,000 or more of S&P and ETF and add to it every month. Oh God, $1,000. I just Ooh, we are talking about $1,000, my good friend. Wait. It will compound over time and build some good wealth. Yeah, maybe. Okay, keep straight. Yeah, keep watching so that I can get monetized here. Okay, truth or dare? Again, choose one. Dare. Oh, I hope you do not say something stupid, because I will not do it. Yana says yes, but where do I get $1,000 in my 20s? Work and save. Simple. Work and save. Okay, I wish it was that easy. Yeah. S&P history keeps going up, never really goes down. Okay, historically. Okay. Wow. Yeah, to be really honest, personally, if you see me, the type of things that I do, how I move when it comes to my to what I do. For example, like right now, I can just sit around and, you know, you can sit around, your parent can provide, or your partner can provide, or whatever. But personally, I just do not like poverty at all. I do not like poverty. You know, sometimes I usually play with myself and then I say, I rebuke the demon that comes with poverty. We can talk about this. It's worth knowing. Okay. Honestly, I need to research what is S&P. But it's always a legitimate strategy. It only requires patience. Yeah. But I think some of us, especially if we are just in our 20s, we are just getting started in life. Some of these people, they are in their 40s, they're in their 50s. So which means they have had enough time to like make some wealth, to compound, you know. So I feel like we disqualify ourselves, or like we see that we can't become anything before our life even starts. Long-term investing is the best. Day trading is for fun. Okay, long-term investing. Okay. Okay. Because honestly, especially for those of you who do not want children, you have to think about your old age. Okay, we have to think about our old age right now. If you don't want children, children are not your retirement plan, then you literally have to have a retirement plan. If says your 20s is where you start low and slow, it builds. The S&P ETFs typically return 15% every year. Wow, it compounds. Okay. Honestly, right now, me personally, I just feel like I'm 2 years old. For some reason, I feel like I'm just 2 years old. But you know why I feel that way? is because I graduated from university at the age of 22. Okay, so if anything, I've just been out here for 2 years. Okay, and for these 2 years, the first year, to be really honest, I was confused. Oh, the first year was actually last year. I was confused. I was wondering, what do I do? Like, where do I start? Most of those days that I woke up and I cried, I was like, where do I start? Like, where am I supposed to start? Okay, at least this year, I kind of feel like now I know what I want to do. I want to do something to do with whatever I'm doing right now. I want to grow this channel. Also, I want to do traveling. I want to become, some of you are willing to hire me to be your tour guide. Maybe that's what I want to do. So I feel like I'm just 2 years old. Yeah, no, sis, I need to revive my Binance account. You showed me the signs. Okay, I think you're telling to Eves. Yeah. With an average job, you can be wealthy by your 50s if you get started now. Yeah. For me, I think it's really important, especially because I do not want to, and I, not in a bad way, but I'm just saying most people who have children, at least you have somebody that you can semi count on them to help you out in your old age. But if you don't have that, then your money have to be able to work for you. You chose there. I dare you to sit for a minute, calm and compose, just a minute. Do I need a timer? Come and compose. How will I do that? Well, they're like, okay. And will you start, okay, when I go come and whatever, will you count? How will the chat run if I go by? Okay, let me try. One minute is done. 1 minute is done. Okay. Yeah, done. 1 minute done. I started at 2. Yeah, 1 minute done. Real estate. Ooh, real estate. How do you get started at real estate with no money? 15% is good compound interest. Yeah, a couple of years, the ASP did 24% return. Wow, that's a lot. I have an international ETF which has been returning 30% every year. You need to get on this stuff. Every one of you in here can do it. Okay. Can you get a real estate license where you are? I think yeah, but you can. Honestly, you kind of can't. You need huge amount of money to get started. 30% in the current economy. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like we want to sit here and say there's no jobs in African countries or whatever. The thing is, the opportunities are there, but you need a huge amount of money. You need a huge amount of money for you to get started on anything that can compound and become anything. Yeah. Although I saw a story of this lady, I need to start grinding. You know what? We need to get work. We literally do need to get work. I saw this lady. No, it's not a lady. It was a guy. So what he started doing, he just had an iPhone. And he started going to Airbnbs, people with real estate. He just started going there and capturing them, okay, begging them, okay, can I capture your story and stuff like that, okay. And then he started doing that, and of course now people were coming to his page to get referrals, and that's how he got started with real estate. Right now he's literally a huge person. For you to be able to sell something on his page, or like for him to help you to sell something, you kind of have to pay. You start small, build it. Okay. Yeah. I think personally I'm already on that journey of like starting small with a lot of things. Okay. Because even with this channel, for me guys to meet you guys, okay, you met me because I kept going. Okay. You guys are here because I kept going. The day that I was streaming with I think 100 people in here,
you know, 100 subscribers. So I think I can see what you're saying, like building from scratch and keeping and compounding, you know. It's not just for me here in the US, it's for everyone. Okay, but honestly, to be really honest, there's more opportunities over there. You're more likely to succeed when you're over there. Oh, good night. I'm going to check on the market. It turns out I've been sleeping on future opportunities. Okay, maybe this is your, maybe you had to stumble on this and Eves to join in here. And honestly, like, keep looking here. Let me tell you that I keep saying, or I keep saying that this channel have changed me. People are like, but you have not earned from this channel yet, okay? But you don't know how it has changed me. I have met people like this. You know, somebody will come here and then they say something that I literally had no idea about, and I borrow that. So good night to you. Me personally, I think I am still here. Next question. A silly one. What's the weirdest food combination you enjoy? Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities. What's the weirdest food combination you enjoy? Okay, and you guys can keep talking to me about anything and everything. What's the weirdest food combination you enjoy? So you had someone at my door. I missed everything you said. Oh no, I think what I was just okay. I read your comment. You said it's not just for me here in the US. It's for everyone. Okay. So I think I said what I said is like I honestly I do envy the chances that other places have or other countries have. For example, I envy the type of opportunities that you can have, for example, in the US, because some of us, we are not lazy, you know, we just lack opportunity. But the thing is, you know, me personally, I want to get out of that mindset of like, oh, I'm in a place without opportunities. What I'm gonna do is like I'm going to create opportunities where I can. It's just knowledge. Okay. Yeah, but see, some of these accounts, even when it comes to these accounts or remote jobs, okay, they cannot give you if you're not American citizen. Financial knowledge is bad even here in the US. Okay, for me, it's about the opportunity. Okay, the opportunity for you to get even the finances, for you to need the information. Most Americans aren't vested. Okay, yeah, I feel like more because these opportunities, the supply of money. Do you even feel a need? Do you feel a need to lock in? Do you feel a need to lock in? But if you're coming from a place like mine, whenever you get an opportunity, you're like, I need to make the most out of this, you know? Yeah. So wow. Wow. I can only say that the knowledge and the wisdom. Okay. What's the weirdest food combination you enjoy? And you guys can keep telling me anything and everything. Weirdest food combination you enjoy. Weirdest food combination you enjoy. I've noticed that most Africans trade forex because it's cheaper to get into it. Yeah, and let me tell you, there's so many Africans who've changed their lives with forex. But it seems to be like it's a good way to learn about trading. Yeah, and also it seems like right now most of the time you even have people who are teaching you how to do forex, and then I'm like, if you are charging this amount to teach how to do forex, like because if you could literally be doing it and it's paying you good money, you wouldn't be here teaching people, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel also that's creepy and stuff. Yeah, but Wow, you know, as far as I think, as far as you have, as far as you have the lust for information, it can be done.
Okay, let me see. You know, I think I'm starting to feel sleepy. My hair is really wild. Being in the US, we mix a lot of ethnic foods, okay? I see you guys have Mexican food, Indian food, so maybe. Okay, but what is the weirdest combination that you've ever had? Okay, let me see. The weirdest combination here. Okay, weirdest combination. I know you guys will not understand, but a weirdest combination is like we use corn flour, and then we mix with potatoes, and then we mix with real corn, and then you mash them together. That's the weirdest that I've ever had. Another one is potatoes and you know what, we don't call corn here, we say maize. Okay, we say maize. So maize flour plus potatoes, and then you mash them together. That's the weirdest one. Eve says there's something called Tex-Mex, which is a combination of Mexican and Texan varieties. Okay, well, I think one thing that I like that is American, or I don't know, Mexican, is taco. What is it called? Is it taco? I think it's a taco, or is it a tortilla? Okay, I know tortilla shell is the chapati, what we have here. But I really like, you know, tortilla wraps. Maybe that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I think I like that. I like that. Yeah, okay. Guys, ask me questions. I'm literally we are at how many minutes? Let me try. I will stay for 30 more minutes, and then after that I'll just go to sleep. To be really honest, today I wasn't, but I am so happy that most of you guys who have not been seeing me, because people are like, oh, Wamboi, why are you streaming early? Why, you know, for some reason you guys enjoy my live stream, or maybe you enjoy seeing me. I don't know. Uh, let me get myself a cup of tea, guys.
Okay. Sorry guys, I kind of left. Eve says, so when you are off stream, look this up: how to buy and invest in SP. You know what? Let me write. I'm very good at remembering. Guys, welcome to the live stream. My good name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for being here. Can you like the live stream and subscribe? And also, guys, thank you so much. You guys should watch my videos, the other ones, the ones that I have posted, so we can keep growing. So when you're off stream, how to buy and invest in SP. Is there a possibility of losing, like if you invest? S&P, ETFs, mutual funds from Kenya. Look up. Mutual funds from Kenya. Look up ETS, specifically those for the S&P and international funds. Okay, seriously, that's where to start. Vanguard ETFs. Okay, ETF. Okay. Exchange traded fund. Okay. Ooh. CJ, well, Loki here took a nap, and guess who is still live? Yes, Wamboy. Wamboy is still live. Wow, that was a long nap. Says an ETF is bought, sold like a stock. Okay, bought and sold like a stock. And let me tell you, if I ever get into this stuff, let me tell you, I'll be rich. First of all, the dream is to earn in foreign currency and spend it in Kenya shillings, because I can tell you for sure right now, like, you can even have, like, yeah, I will look this stuff up, because God, I need to get rich. When we ask the question, what do you guys do on weekends? You take a nap. What you're talking about? A lot of things. Right now we are talking about, like, what are we talking about? How to get rich. How to Eves is telling me about stocks and stuff like that. How do you suddenly get rich? How to invest. Thank you. It's actually easy to learn about. Sounds complicated, but it isn't. Okay, but see, you can learn how to invest, but as far as you don't have the first money to put down, it's like a waste of time. Yeah, this chat is like, what is it called? Complicated. I buy scratch off tickets, SB, few times out of the month. Can you maybe explain to me? Oh, I see. I was just telling people here that when you say things in English, sometimes, like, you can even say the F word, B words. You can say every type of stuff. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, for me, it's just words. Okay, so can you maybe explain to me the tickets be like? Maybe it sounds silly, but I don't know what that is. Eve says you don't need a lot at first. You add to it and reinvest the returns. Okay, a little bit every month. What is a little bit? Like, how much is a little bit? Okay, you have to understand. Like, for example, here, if I have any money, I have it in Kenya shillings. When I convert that to American dollars, it's almost nothing. It's a get rich quick scheme for me. Tell me more about it. I want to know more about it. I can't see other responses. You can you can't see other responses. You cannot see the chart. Why? Oh, so you can you see the chart? I'm just hoping nothing is wrong. CJ says they take tickets you buy out of convenience stores where you have to possibly of winning thousands of millions. Okay, have you ever won? Have you ever won? Because let's start there. Whatever you can afford. Okay. Most I've won was like $50 though. Maybe you will be the next $1,000 winner. I hope when you win, you'll at least give me 30. No such thing as get rich quick. I can see the chat between you and I, but not anyone else. Wow, CJ, can you see the chat? Can you see Eve's chat? I think we are just the three of us here, really. Good. Can you guys see the chart? Da-da-da. No one else? Okay, but as far as I can see yours. Hope there's no one who's typing. Okay. Get rich quick. You know, maybe. Yeah, I can see the chart. Okay, so I think your phone is the problem, because I can see everybody's chat. And I'm looking at the laptop and the phone, and it's same. Wow, you build it over time. Okay, maybe you need to we need to go to Las Vegas and see if we can get rich quick. CJ, what's your plan on getting rich, one boy? I don't know, but I need to get. Honestly, I am tired of. Okay, right now I can say I'm not poor, but I'm just tired of poverty. I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna do, but that's what I'm asking you guys. What's my plan? What's your plan on getting rich? But I think for me, it's all about taking any opportunity that I can see, because if I see here and say there's no opportunities, which there's really not, it becomes complicated. This is why compounding interest is so important. Average people get rich here in the US due to early investing over time. Okay. Yeah. You can actually you actually should visit Vegas when you come here. I think you would love it. Okay, I cannot wait. Eve says, well, in the US, buying a house is the biggest thing. Okay. Flipping houses. This lady usually. Oh, and today's on Saturday. I think she has released a video. She started what she did. She bought a house and then she started upgrading it, so because she wanted to live there, and then she created this platform about that, and now she's into the flipping houses. I think flipping houses is the easiest way to get rich, or maybe selling land out here, because you make a lot of profit. CJ says, I'm not much of a gambler. I'll probably play $100. That's it. Okay, you know what? You can only play with money that you can afford to lose. That's usually my thing. Even when it comes to like loaning people money or like assisting people, it's like I can only deal with money that I can afford to lose. Yeah. Then investing in 401k through work, and also side investments such as ETFs, or just owning the house you live in. Okay, 401k. God, I think that's why. See, when I say like I like Kenya, but I like the opportunities that you guys have. 401k, we don't have that. We do not have that out here. Okay. Even the way like you guys, when you get old, like there's a lot, like old people are receiving some cash here and there. No, maybe because most of us here are farmers and stuff, no formal employment. Of course, real estate is the simplest way. It's just obtaining the first house is the problem. Homes are expensive right now. I know. Even out here, if you could become a broker for
for lands. So out here is not houses, lands. If you just get started, I think the most difficult thing is getting started on anything. It says we get loans here to buy a house. Most of, yeah, most of the world doesn't have that. Yeah, getting the loan. Not Lynn says, hey girl, it's 1:23. What are you doing so late? Actually, it's two over here. Remember, we are 1 hour ahead of Netherlands. How are you doing? I am just here streaming, and then I will sleep until I don't know when. Most of us can't put $300,000 down for a house, so we get a loan through the bank. Okay. CJ says he should hurry up and bring you to the US. African women are very successful over here, very smart women. Who should hurry? Who should hurry up? Okay, the thing is, to be really honest, I don't know a life out of the one that I live right now, okay? But I can see, if I was to have an opportunity to go to another country, like, to be really honest, a few years and then I'm back here and like, yeah. Coca-Bell says Gaddafi gave houses away to everyone in Libya. Okay. Wow. Maybe we should all go over there and get a house. Real estate appreciates, so it goes up way to pay off. Yeah, I think that's the real business right now. Okay. Lynn says, wait, in the morning? Yeah. It's night here. No, it's night over here. We are 1 hour ahead of the Netherlands. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. and it's 1 a.m. in Netherlands, right? Richard say, oh, Richard, good to see you. Good to see you, Richard. Hi, well, greetings to you and yours from sunny, humid Northeast Ohio. The weirdest food combo I like is popcorn with salt, pepper, and hot sauce. That's not so weird. It could get a little bit weirder. CJ says, so you don't have American dream anymore. I gotta say that I do have the American dream. Like, I see the opportunities that you can have by being over there. But you have to realize that this is the life that I know, like being out here. Honestly, the only reason that I would want to go to another country is so that I can have an opportunity or to be set up for me to, because I know I'm really smart and there's a lot of things that I can do, you know. You would be a great receptionist. You have a nice voice. Okay. So he gave free healthcare and education. Okay. You would be a great receptionist. Nice voice. Oh my God. And then see, let's say if I'm a receptionist in the US, everybody would be like, huh? Pardon, please. I could not understand you. You have an accent. Where are you from? Okay. Oh. And I think that can get annoying real quick. You love Africans, but honestly, because that can get really annoying real quick. I feel like if you can ha, you can hear. If you can ha, you can hear. How do you keep your teeth so white? Now I'm becoming bashful. How do I keep my teeth so white? Honestly, I don't do it, but I brush like 3 times or 2 times a day. Cleveland. Yes, Richard is from Cleveland. Lynn Hendricks says, the weirdest food I've ever eaten was lettuce with chocolate spread. Wow. I don't know, for some reason that sounds nice. Most Americans rely on loans and debt. Okay. But I feel like it's you have a whole system that counts on that, so it doesn't make it good or bad. That's not so bad for things like property and houses, but for cars and such, it's generally not great. Okay. Yeah, when you see people with cars out here, they really own those cars. Yeah. We love Africans over here. Okay? You know, it's one thing about love, and it's one thing about like, you know, and making somebody feel weird about how, you know, the thing is, like, I only speak in English because that's the only language that you can understand. I can speak other languages, so, Eve says, but that's how most of US here gets, okay, yeah, it's actually the opposite. We are intrigued by foreigners, really. Okay. Oh, you're intrigued? Okay. Wait, how many? How many what? You're intrigued by foreigners, okay? Yeah. But honestly, like, yeah, I think it can really get annoying. I would not want to be a receptionist because I don't want people to be hiring me. How many languages? Oh, how many languages can I speak? I can speak like 5. Let me see, 1, 2. Yeah, I can speak 5 languages. And also, I am, like, for example, before I started streaming, I just did my German class. Yeah, I can also, yeah. But I'm not, okay, I can construct sentences in German, but not the best. So I'm still learning, yeah. I am from Holland, Michigan. My grandparents spoke Dutch. Okay, Pennsylvania Dutch or which Dutch? You know, I also saw that Americans, especially Amish, they have a type of Dutch. 5, what? That's so much. Okay, so literally, and the way I speak in English, I think most of you do understand me really well. While I speak other languages, yeah. Please talk Dutch, please. But I don't think he's the Netherlands one. He's the German. I am German. Amish actually speak German. The Pennsylvania Dutch, is it German or is it a dialect? Is it dialect or whatever? Okay. Yeah. But to be really honest, if I ever move to the US, I am just apologizing. Before I even offend you, I'm already apologizing because I'm afraid of gas. It's not actually Dutch. Wait, can you explain? Explain what? Oh, Amish people speak Pennsylvania Dutch. Like, it's a type of German or a German dialect that they speak in the US. I had Dutch a lot while growing up. Okay, I don't really speak though. But do you understand it? Yeah, I feel like knowing a lot of languages is really cool. But if you want a perfect English accent, you kind of have not to learn the other languages. It did help when I visited South Africa. Oh, you went to the Afrikaans or Afrikanas? Afrikaans is a bit easier and is a form of Dutch. You know, I just learned through this channel that Afrikaans is a form of Dutch that is spoken by white people in South Africa. Hendrix is a big name in Michigan. Okay. Wow. So you're from Holland, you're from Netherlands and you're Holland too? What does that mean? Wow. Uber Manual, say hi, strong lady. Hey, you. It's 2 a.m. here. Almost 3. Yeah, so you guys, tomorrow, I want to say God willing. But tomorrow I'll try and stream with the other thing. I want to see you guys in the screen, so get ready.
How do you know my last name? We can literally see your last we can literally see your last name on your profile, Lynn Hendricks, right? I think that's how he knows. I don't know. You guys should connect. Yeah, we can see. Oh, and you're typing in that in Dutch. Oh, Kenya woman is very hard worker. Okay. You did not know that? I always read your name. Like, what? You did not know that? That's creepy. Okay. Dutch is the closest language to you know what? That's what I realized when I was learning German. Like, for example, how to say my man, mein Mann. How to say my mother, meine Mutter. Like, honestly, is really if you know how to speak in English, I think you can learn Dutch real quick. One boy, Holland is the same as the Netherlands. Holland is the same? Really? Meine Mutter. Oh, that's how you say it in German. You say meine Mutter. Meine Mutter. Mein Vater. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I wish you guys also start learning like African languages. We are over here learning your languages. No, but it's okay. Okay. Are you single? No. Okay. Wow. So how many minutes? 4 minutes. The Anglo-Saxons moved to England, and that's how English started. Okay, close to Dutch. Yeah, and it also have a combination of like Italian and is it French and Italian? Okay. Yeah. Wow. Interesting. Now we are here. You know, this chart is literally wild. It moves all the way. Now we were talking about investments. We talked about me becoming a receptionist. Now we are talking about Dutch. Can you talk Netherlands? How can I get Kenyan woman? How can you get Kenyan woman? If you are Kenyan, but honestly, there's usually not many Kenyan ladies here. I think most guys like watching me from abroad. How can you get Kenyan woman? Get on dating sites. In 1066, William the Conqueror invaded England and brought French into English. Okay, that's why we have most words like we have most English words, like 2 of them. I kind of like did a little bit of research when it comes to that, and I found that out. Okay. Boy, when are you gonna do 48-hour life? Honestly, I already did that. I was doing that for a subscriber. I already got that. Right now, I could do that for the watch hours. I could do that, but not really right now. I don't know if I can be able to do that right now. Uber Manuel says, do you have sister? Unfortunately, no. I do not. But I have brothers. Yeah. I do not have sister. Why? Why do you want my sister? Oh, you want a Kenyan girl? Get on dating apps. Did you want a sister? Yeah. I was feeling suffocated with a bunch of boys. Yeah. I always wanted a sister. You know, at some point I was even, I said, I wish either when my younger brother was born, I thought he was going to be a girl. It says, I can't speak so well. I'm in my 50s. Growing up, our grandparents spoke, but they didn't pass it down. I'm used to hearing the sound of Dutch, but that's about it. Strangely, I can read it better than speak or write it. Oh, okay. They never passed it down. That's why I keep fighting about people passing down people passing down. You know, there's a thing here where like people are refusing to teach their children their mother language or the mother tongue because it makes you look local and primitive and stuff like that. I just say, you know what, if talking my language is primitive, then let it be. Yeah, because there's no way that I'm learning a foreign language and then I'm being told that my language is primitive. Like, how? And that's what happens with most African languages. Can you find me Kenyan lady? Ooh, I honestly, I can. I don't know if I can. I don't think I can unless I start a dating site. But you would have to pay for me to connect you. It wasn't encouraged to pass languages down in the 20th century. It was encouraged to blend in. I know. And learning English was considered to be more civil. My sister is crazy. Your sister is crazy? Why? Schools only taught English. Oh, because I said I wanted a sister, so you don't want a sister. Only taught English. America has been bad about that, yeah. But also, okay, I see the fact that in the US their language is English. You have to assimilate. I can see that, but can you imagine in an African country being told that you cannot learn your mother language? Like, how does that even make sense? Just so that you can look Englishinized or whatever you call that, or you can look Americanized, you know, or whatever. Yeah, I do not care about that. I'm coming to married Kenyan lady. Good for you. Good for you. Honestly, I think you can find a Kenyan lady, but I don't do that. Like, I don't connect people. But in any case, if I hear anybody who is Kenyan who is looking for a person, I'll let you know in the next live stream. If says, I've always wanted to learn other languages, but wasn't available, okay? Native American languages suffered. Yeah, considering that that's their country, my friend. They weren't encouraged to speak their native language. They were punished for doing so. Even the yeah, everybody who was brought into the US and their languages were beaten out of them. Maybe. Okay. You wanna know my top 3 best live streams from you? Okay, yeah, I think I would appreciate that. Creepy man. You know what? Stop asking me about getting a Kenyan lady, my friend, because I'm going to block you. Okay, not in a bad way. Like, I don't get offended because you're doing that. But it's just like you're just becoming annoyed. I told you if I hear somebody looking for a guy, I'll let you know in the next live stream. She has a word, by the way. Okay, it's just like, honestly, I do not get offended by you guys, but it's just like, you just, oh, I want a person. You know, if you want a person, go on a dating site. Yeah, or maybe I should open a dating site. And you know what? I could literally do that with this channel. I could literally do that. We have a special live stream where, like, we call that Mingo Mingo. Mingo Friday. And then during the Mingo Friday, I have on the live stream, I bring some of you all on the screen, so whoever wants to. Okay. But you have to pay for the Mingo. Okay. Anyway. Oh, the live stream when you got 1K. I think that was also an interesting one. Okay, another one.
Yeah. I like that one. It was so fun how everyone was so happy. Okay. Yeah. I think over time I've created a family here. Some of you have worked with me this journey for a long time, so I have to go next time. Okay, see you next time. Thank you for the information and thank you for sharing on here. Okay, the second one, I'm also kind of like winding up. It's 2:44 a.m. Like good friends. Real time intel says, who is this with the fake history? Look up those ETFs and see how to get started in Kenya. Honestly, I'm going to look it up. I wrote it down. I'm going to look it up. Okay, guys, we are literally winding up. You can say something as we wind up. My good name is Wambui. Oh my god, like this. Okay, tomorrow is on Monday. Wow. Yeah, tomorrow is on Monday. So at least on my side, I plan to have a streaming week. It's going to be a streaming week. We are going to be doing weird long hours here. You're my favorite YouTuber. Ah, thank you. Okay, thank you. And you know what? I don't know if I'm allowed, but I think you've been one of my day ones here. Thank you so much. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to end the live stream right here. It's been a good live stream. So what you're gonna do, you guys are not ready for the next week. I will be trying out the whole thing of like you guys coming on the screen saying hi from tomorrow. So we are going to have a streaming week. We are going to be doing long hours. How did you see that I read it in Arabic? Oh, this thing is no. I have a translator on my phone. When you type something, it just translates. So, but I see what you wrote on the laptop. Let me see what you wrote. Oh yeah, you wrote it in Arabic. You're my favorite. Wait. Okay. Oh my God. Thank you. Okay. Tony J, how are you? I'm good. Which language? Let me see which language you're typing with. Oh, Nyaje. Oh, Swahili. You wrote in Swahili. It translates. I understand Swahili. Good to see you. Bye. I will be there. I hope you don't forget. Okay. Oh, you're excited about coming on the screen? Okay. We'll see. It will not be the most perfect because, of course, I'll be learning. But now at least I'll get to see you guys in maybe in real time or whatever. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I think you're gonna see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice day. For those of you who have a nice evening, I think it's evening for most people. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon. OT, you are biting your lips too much. You're so creepy. Okay, you guys have a nice time. I think I had such a good live stream for you to just come and like destroy it by saying nonsense here and there. Yeah, so I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.